All right, good morning. So today we've got a lot on the watch list. Hopefully this morning lives up to what the markets have kind of set up for today. So there's going to be a lot to watch today. I'm trying to actually dwindle down my watch list because it's getting so big. Right now it's 7:13 a.m. for me. Markets open at 7:30. So if you're watching this later, skip forward to like 27 minutes in or 17 minutes in, and you'll get to the live trading. But if you want to see how I do pre-market stuff and my watch list for today, November 12th, this is what it's going to be. So there's a few big movers overnight. I mean, not huge. It sounds like NUZE is moving pre-market. It's not that big of a mover right now, but it might be something to just keep an eye on. Over 760, it could make a bigger move. I'm going to check the short interest on this real quick. If the short interest is high, I'd be more interested, but it's not very high. We've got, let's go over some of the gappers real quick. So with the gappers, we've got FTCH. Now FTCH is gapping from 39 up to 45, so it's a pretty big move for it. Right now I have a daily chart up, so we can see, okay, that's over that. 45, we're over that level. We got to zoom out a little bit more than 3 months. I really should just leave it on a year. Honestly, we could make it up here pretty high. I would say those are the kind of key pivotal areas that it could reverse back down. But I'm going to be watching some FTCH calls here because this is a kicking pattern. We're gapping up above all of this price action right here. So I think we have room to get, we might have to make it above these two levels. It's like 45, 46, and then we're up to 48. So I'm going to keep an eye here on the 45. Oh, dang. I'll keep an eye on the 45 and the 50s. I think the 50s might work well at the open. 50 would be a big move. He would have to, yeah, that'd be a big move. But we are in a daily squeeze reversing. We could push up pretty high. So I'll be watching those. This isn't my favorite morning play, but I'll be watching it. So fetch J&J. So from 163 up there to 168, we are above this level right here, which brings us into this nice pivot machine gun area right here. I think we have a possible move up to 175. Here on J&J, that's a pretty big move too. So yeah, we're opening up at 168. I'm gonna watch the 170s here on J&J for today. Man, I've got too many ideas right now. So I'll be keeping an eye on my strat watch list too because there's just a lot moving. Okay, so spot is gapping up as well. 276 up there to 280. Oh man, now this one has a pivot machine gun. 280 is yesterday's high. And we're gapping up above that. We can make a really nice move here on spot. All kind of depends what the markets are going to decide to do too. in general. I'm going to look at the 290 calls on spot. I'm pretty much long on everything that I'm watching. So I'm going to have to be careful watching the markets. We are gapping up on SPY, so that should be good. As long as we hold over yesterday's high, which it looks like we're going to. Right at the open, it looks like we're going to be above the high. So SPY 467 calls are also in play. There's a lot of calls that could be in play. Of course, got to watch out for theta, time decay on any of these. So the cheaper the options contract, the better on any of these that I'm watching. Blink had this inside day down. Yesterday was the reversal. Over this level right there was a strat entry. And now we're gapping up to 38. It's such a good trade. Of course, this one was over earnings, but you could have done those as day trades and it would have worked out perfectly. But at this point, I'm not going to take it. I'm not too interested in Blink right now, so I'm going to pass. Snow is one that I'm watching. I'm watching the 380 calls. We've got a nice gap up going well over the inside day. So we got an inside day up, and then we're breaking this level, which is not all-time highs, but I think we're reaching for all-time highs. If I can get this to draw that line. Okay, there we go. I think we're trying. We're trying for those all-time highs. 390 might be a level, and 406 might be a level. So I'm watching those 390s, but we'll see what happens there. SFIX. Got a nice daily squeeze with, yeah, that's not really gapping up much. I'm not even going to watch that one actually. But we do have a nice daily squeeze on that. So this could be a good swing with this squeeze down here. So maybe that's something I could watch for the IRA. SFIX for a move back up, but I'm not super interested in that. Gap downs, we've got Nvidia gapping down, which has an inside day. We're gapping down to 301. We're actually getting a decent little pop around all the markets here. Over 305.90, we should make it at least to 309, if not higher. I don't want to take Nvidia short, so I'm going to be watching Nvidia 3. Let's see. These have a ton of theta, actually. So I'll only take these if they're somewhat cheap. But they have not been cheap lately, so. So we'll see. I will be watching Nvidia, but those options contracts just, they have so much theta that they kind of sucked for me I think it was last week that I traded it. Maybe even this week. I think it was Monday actually. Tesla gapping down. Tesla's still showing weakness compared to everything else right now. So that's kind of interesting. We've got a two up that is a red candle. So showing that the buyers came in to gap it up, but then the sellers came in for the rest of the day. And now they're trying to continue. They are continuing on down. Tesla's probably something I'm not going to trade today. Oh, I always keep an eye on Tesla though. If there's a big drop, a big pop, that's some quick money. Lucid is one that I like to just always keep on watch too. I don't really have a plan on it. If anything, I'd like to buy a big dip, but I'll just keep an eye on it for big moves, but I don't have a plan right at the open. So inside days. Check Mara. Okay, I can check Mara. Let's check Mara. Morning again, Santi. Mara, inside day. We are not really doing much gap-wise. Kind of just sideways still. I do like it for a move up. If we break over 72.90, that should be a big move on up to 79. This could be a swing based off of this chart though. Let's check like the smaller time frames. I'm sure we've got some inside. We've got a 1, 2. So over this is actually a strat reversal. So as of right now, until we're over 71.28, even on an hourly chart, this is not a trade yet. But over 71.28 could definitely be a long. I like that it held yesterday, so I do think it has some strength in it. But it's got to prove itself. My main watches. I have a full list right now of watches. Here, I'll just move my screen over like this so you can see it for now. I will have to change this, but here is my watch list. Starting off with TTD. This is one of my favorite ones. We've got an inside 1 hour and an inside daily. We're gapping up past the daily or right at it. We're going to be like right at a good entry point, and we'll see how it holds first. But we've got TTD could make a big move here today. It has shown a lot of strength these 2 days. We had a little pullback, and now it's time for it to try and make another leg up. So this could even be a swing, if you would like. So TTD is on the top of my watch list. SPY, just simply we've got an inside day up, and we're gapping up past yesterday's high. We're right at it again, same as TTD. So we'll be watching this to break out and run on up there to 467. I've got Spot. Why am I watching Spot? Oh yeah, this is a big gapper up. So we're up here at 290 right now. Or that's what my options contract is 290. But we've got a nice pivot machine gun is what I call this, where we've just got lower, high, lower, high, lower, high, lower, high, lower, high, lower, high. And now we're trying to make kind of a V correction of going back on up. So this was just a correction on down, and now it's time to make it on back up. So I'm watching the 290 calls on Spot. It's clearly showing strength, gapping over. Yes. Oh, this one's right at yesterday's highs too. So be watching yesterday's highs on Spot. Let's see what. Okay, let's put it right here. Spot is kind of a choppier one, so got to be careful on it. Snow, also gapping up. Oh crap, we've got 3 minutes. Okay, I'm trying to do this fast. We're gapping up big, going up into this level. And I think we already went over this one. So Snow, I'm going to skip. RBLX, ooh, I really like RBLX. We've got a 30-minute squeeze, TTM squeeze here. Ready to make its move on up. We are gapping down now, actually. This was gapping up earlier when I was looking at it, but I'm looking for it to break over $100.41. It does that. That's proof to me that it's going to try and have this 30-minute squeeze push on up. So that one I'm not as interested in anymore because it's not over that 104 or that 141 cent area now. Qualcomm also not showing tons of strength, but over that 165 area, we have room on up. And we have a really good 2-hour squeeze on this one. So that's actually my favorite chart here for Qualcomm, is this 2-hour squeeze. The momentum is still showing down, so we got to keep an eye on this momentum, looking for a momentum shift here on the 2-hour. So I'll be keeping an eye on Qualcomm 2-hour. Okay, we got 2 minutes, so I'm just going to get things completely ready, so I'm ready to go here. And okay. Yeah, there's going to be a ton of movement here today. So, TTD, top of my list. Still gapping up. Okay, here we go. We are open. Let's see what gives me, if anything gives me an entry yet. SPY coming in a little bit. Sava coming in. Docs running on up. TTD, we're here at 70 cents. TTD, come on. It's moving up a little bit fast for me. So far, I've missed TTD and haven't gotten filled on that yet. SPY. I started SPY long. Oh, what the? Okay, that changed on me. I'm gonna stop out of SPY probably here. Well, TTD is working, but I didn't get filled on it. I'm gonna hold SPY for a second. I think it's gonna move on back up. As long as it holds 465, I'm gonna hold it. TTD, there it goes. So that was over 100% there right at the open. Spot. We've got Docu making its move, doing a 212. Okay, I'm stopping out of these SPY calls that I don't know why I really got them. I thought we broke above the highs, but I don't think we did. Trying to get out here just for a little bit of a loss probably. Docu making a nice move. Oh, I only picked up that many. Okay. I have less SPY calls than I thought. Maybe I'll just hold it. It's only 20 cents. Tesla trying to make a way back up. The Q is making their way back up. What's Qualcomm doing? Qualcomm pushing. I'm going to pick up these Qualcomm 170 calls. Okay, Qualcomm not pushing now. Okay, I'm pretty bullish on the day right now. We've got the VIX dropping pretty hard. So I'm looking for things that are really strong right now. Things aren't popping like I thought they would. Facebook calls could be interesting. Qualcomm just isn't quite pushing it enough for me. SPY breaks low of day, I'll cut these calls. Spot looks like it's holding up a little better than the rest of the market. Let's check out those options. Not pushing good enough. On spot, I'm gonna try and get just a really small position on spot. They closed out the SPY calls. I still like spot out of everything. I'm going to, this is just a lotto, so come on. Okay. Spot is a lotto, so I'm pretty much going to risk the entire thing. I'm looking for it to break out of highs and make a big move on up. Looks like we just rejected the highs though, so that kind of sucks. But Roku coming in. Roku's getting some heavy selling with the ticks. I might have to take off the... I'm going to take these off for now. See if it speeds up my charts. Dang, looks like we're rejecting all the breakouts that I wanted. Spot's the only one that I'm really liking right now. Mara coming in. Come on, Toss, don't do this to me. The Q's coming into yesterday's close. I'm going to check out some of these Q calls for today. SPY calls I would like around 463 if we come down to 463. Qs, so we're at almost 390-ish. Could pick up the 391 calls just to be slightly out of the money. I'm keeping an eye on the price action here. We're still showing some weakness. Roku's still coming in. Docu still has a strat entry. And the Q's broke yesterday. So now let's see if it's going to come down and test yesterday's lows. I'm going to start entering the Q calls. Watching yesterday's lows to keep adding to it. we break yesterday's lows, then we have an inside day down. So still just watching the price action. We seem to be holding a little bit stronger right here. But we're still headed on down. Okay, the Qs just came up with a 3 on a 30-minute chart. I still really like this spot trade. We're holding up while markets are coming in pretty decently. I really want to add to this Q call. Come on in a little bit harder. Another flush would be nice, but at the same time, then that gives a short signal if we break yesterday's lows on the Qs. So it's kind of in a tight spot right now. It's not looking very strong. We still have room down. Let's see what happens here. We should be reversing right here. There it is. We get some buying here. It should push spot up, but we'll see. And I'm going to take that off at 102. I should be able to get that. It's struggling with yesterday's close area. Should be able to get 102, get 10% off of this. There we go, and filled. Got filled on that spot, didn't pop with it, so that's not good. But I'll just close it out if we go below yesterday's lows, or if we make lows today. Otherwise, I'm risking the whole thing. J&J's been has been coming back pretty hard. Yeah, J&J's coming in, but I'm not interested there. Needs to come down lower. I'll be watching it down in this area, the 163, to reverse it. Rivian actually is a decent buy right now to try and take it back up. Could probably take it back up to like 134, 130. Tesla coming on in. Yeah, so Tesla's at low. This is a little bit of a disappointing morning. There was so much that I had ready to take, but nothing gave us a signal to get in. The only signal I have right now is DOCU, an inside day up. I mean, TTD also did, but I missed my entry on it, which kind of sucks. Qualcomm sitting at 164.99. Qualcomm's getting close. Qualcomm's trying. Let's see, what are the calls for today? The 170 calls are 9 cents. You know what? I'm just buying one of these. A lotto here, got in at 10 cents. You know what? I'm going to up my position size on that. Oh, come on. I'm doing a lotto here on Qualcomm. The Q's made new lows there, but Qualcomm's still holding up. I like that. I'm going to pick up one as well for a swing. I'm just keep an eye on those for a sec. See if I can get a better entry. Qualcomm's looking good here. We are so far out of the money. I don't know what's going to happen with these lotto calls at 11 cents. This is the level that we need Qualcomm to break, right here. Dang, I wish I got filled these 170s for next week. Okay, now we're getting some signals now. Qualcomm's the first one to fire to start moving. I still want Qualcomm. I still want TTD as well. TTD has, oh, it made a nice pullback there to try and get in. Okay, Qualcomm came back in a little bit there for us to try and get in. See if I can get in on next week's calls. Spot, I have the 290 calls. What are we at? 282. Maybe I can try and get some closer ones on spot. I'm not going to load up too much on calls. Oh, wow. Thanks, Qualcomm. Coming on in real hard there. If we don't bounce, like now, I might have to call it in Qualcomm. That was annoying. That rejected that 165.83 level. Trying to add to Qualcomm, and then I'll call it here soon if we don't get a bounce back up. That really wasn't that big of a pullback for Qualcomm. See, we're already back up. Need it to break the highs though. Don't want it to reject it. Yeah, spot's not. I'm not going to load up anymore on calls. I think if anything is going to pop, it should be probably these ones that I'm in. Okay, Qualcomm's starting to fail now, giving us a kind of rejecting this area. What an annoying morning it's been so far. Yeah, SPY doesn't look super healthy. The Qs don't look super healthy. Nothing really looks super healthy. I think we might just get some chop here. That's why we're in the strongest stocks of the day. Qualcomm and Spot. Those have both been really strong stocks today compared to the markets. But maybe we should be getting short some of the weak ones. Spot's not being very strong now though. NVIDIA inside day down. NVIDIA, I would probably actually do the stock rather than the option. How far down are we? We still have a move down we could make in NVIDIA. I mean, NVIDIA is way up here on a daily chart. See if it finds support here on yesterday's lows. Then I want to short this into a little bit of a pop. Find support here. Looks like Spot's not going to work out. That's okay. And looks like NVIDIA might go without us. It's still a valid entry right here. I hate shorting on lows or buying on highs. Facebook actually looks pretty strong right now. Yeah, Facebook looks like a decent play. An inside day up to like 333. Let's check out some Facebook calls, see what those are doing. They're kind of pricey. Yeah, those are getting some heavy time decay. I'm not going to do the calls if I do Facebook. I also am not very comfortable going long. Markets have not been very good here. I'm also in very small in all these because I do realize that the markets are down right now. So that's why I'm smaller on these calls because of that reason. The NVIDIA short looks like it would have worked pretty dang well. There's a point right there from where we saw it break yesterday's low. Might be a better idea to take something short it's really weak right now. Lucid showing some weakness. Roku definitely showing weakness. Facebook getting some buying power here. Oh, those Facebook calls would be working right now. Let's check out Facebook. Got an inside update on Facebook. New highs here. Dang, those calls would have worked out very nicely. I can't chase it up here now. Facebook was called, but dang. Didn't think it was going to happen that quick. Today has been quite the slow day. How's Qualcomm doing? Back under 165. Qualcomm's just bleeding me out. Let's check out this 2-hour chart, see what Qualcomm's looking like. The squeeze is already gone. Qualcomm. Looks like we're getting a little bit of a spike here in markets. Let's see how Qualcomm reacts to that. Facebook sure reacted. Okay, I'm going to stop out of Qualcomm under this level right here. If we don't keep heading up, I will be out. I'm just going to hit close on my options. Just mark it out. Hey, spot broke out, huh? Did it? Yeah, it did. The video bounced. Okay, we're getting a little bit of bouncing action. I don't know. Whatever you want to call it. I'm going to pick up a little bit of spot stock. Not a crazy size. I definitely could add to this. And I can give it a lot of room to wiggle. I don't think Qualcomm has enough strength to make it up to 170 now. So I'm kind of just looking to take those off somewhat soonish. Sava, inside day down. Oh man, Facebook. Too bad I missed Facebook. Oh my goodness, I bought Nvidia, not Spot. What am I thinking? They're close to the same price. I completely missed that. Okay, well, I'm gonna close out Nvidia there. If Sava breaks down, I think we can get a nice little move down. Like that. Okay, that was a terrible entry on Sava, but whatever. Facebook still pushing. Facebook with that inside day up. Dang, those calls that I had on watch, I had them at $1.30. They're now at $2.50. Kind of sucks. I'm surprised that Facebook is taking off this hard. This is running up pretty good here. Facebook, the only thing that's overbought on my list. I started short Nvidia there. I just need to get myself into something short here. Facebook up here at this 334 area, 334.40 could be a level. Okay, did Qualcomm ever help us out? Still holding it, barely. Qualcomm not looking too hot. Sava looking good. The Sava short's working out, so is the Nvidia short. Okay, Qualcomm, I'm gonna just keep it up. We're very close to my stop out. Q's trying to push back up. Nvidia pushing back up with the Q's. Question is, are we going to keep this strength here on the Qs or not? I'm watching the video here. Want it to stay under 297.50 for me to stay in. Here comes Facebook. Okay, here we come. We're coming in now. I am closing out all of my Qualcomm calls. Those I clearly was wrong, so I'm taking them off. I'll hold this, and spot is still somewhat working out actually. Spot just made new highs actually. So still short Nvidia and Sava. I took the stock on them. Nvidia, I wanted to break the lows here. What a boring day to go live. There hasn't been much action. I'm pretty much break even on the day right now. Okay, over 297.50. I'm gonna call it on Nvidia. 297.77 actually, for just a small gain. $297.77. Yeah, the even worse than like SPY going down is SPY going sideways. That's worse because you just don't, nothing happens. Okay, I like that Nvidia just rejected that level right there. We just pushed and went back and pulled back. Let's see if we do it again. Nvidia showing strength or weakness compared to the Qs right now. Sava went against me. Is it still valid right now? It's not valid anymore, but I'm gonna hold it for a bit longer. I'm trying to add to Nvidia short. On a little bit of a pop up there at 297.41. Dang, we're gonna break 297 here. There we go, 296. Ooh, that was a stronger bounce. I canceled my ad. Holding the video. Dash is making a nice move up. CYTO was making a big move. MRAM. I don't love really cheap stocks. MRAM is not that cheap of a stock, so I like $10 and above typically, but MRAM is close to $10. Oh, looks like it was at $10. Wow, wow, wow. Boring, 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 boring. I might not make any more moves until SPY or the Q, well, the SPY, because Q did barely break down and then they pop back up. If anything, I think that we're looking a little bit more to the downside than the upside. Sava is just playing with us. I just don't know which way SPY is gonna go. We're double inside bar right now on a daily. So I mean we're getting ready for a move, but which direction? No clue. Could go either way right now. The best trades would be to be selling premium right now. Okay, the VIX just dropped a little bit. Bitcoin just dropped a little bit. Let's see how Mara and Coin are doing. Look at that, a squeeze on the 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 15, and 30-minute charts. It says Bitcoin just got some heavier selling. Let's see. Is that true? My charts decided to be slow today. Come on, Nvidia, just break down. Yeah, VIX hitting the day lows. It's usually a signal to the upside when the VIX does that. Okay, Nvidia breaks back above this, I'm out. And I'm out. I'm done with Nvidia. Probably have it right. It's probably going to go back down. But we're just chopping. UPST inside day down. VIX is still falling pretty hard. How's Sava doing? Well, I think my charts are slower when I'm live streaming. Okay, SPY just popped. SPY just popped a little bit. We've got a 2-minute, a 3-minute, a 5-minute, a 10-minute, a 15-minute, and a 30-minute. I'm going to pick up some SPY calls. With the VIX dropping and SPY trying, I'm going to pick up a few calls here. Not risking very much because this is a clear prediction type of trade where I'm just trying to predict that we're going to break out to the upside. But honestly, I don't have a ton of conviction. I just know that we have the 1 minute that just fired long. So that should hopefully bring in the 2-minute to fire long on the squeeze. But look at that choppiness. We're just chopping. And then that should hopefully bring the 3-minute to fire long. And as long as Sava stays under this level of like 71, I'm just going to hold it. I'm in small, and I can hold it. Hey, Nvidia breaking back down below that low, below yesterday's low. We're just hitting chop, chop, chop. A good graphics card, so it will help with the video compression using OBS. Is it blurry? I think it's more of that this screen is a 2K screen. So the 2K screen, when it's like, it's so small when I'm trying to stream it at 1080. Oh, for performance, doing live, yeah. I probably do have too much going on for my graphics card. Graphics card is just too expensive right now to get a new one. Okay, there goes Nvidia, breaking back down below 297. Probably could have still held that. That's okay. Oh well, things are just moving too slow. Yeah, 4K would make it really hard to see the text. I could try and I could blow this one up. give my positions like that. Okay, let's look at nothingness. Look at spot, new highs on spot. Kind of wish I did the stock rather than the option on that one. Things are just moving too slow to be doing lottos today. So I probably won't be picking up any more lottos until something really moves. Yeah, I'm just getting crushed in time decay on spot. Now if markets could just catch a bid, then we'd be okay. NVIDIA has a 1 hour and a 2 hour squeeze. There's seriously like nothing coming across my scanners. So oftentimes when there's no move like this in the morning, which actually happens a lot on Fridays, things typically will make some kind of a move later in the day. Just at some point, especially after yesterday, it didn't at all. We might get a move today at some point later on, up or down. Let's see if Sava breaks 70. See if SPY holds this 4640 area. There we go, Sava. We've got a full point on Sava now. It's a good move for the stock. You know what, I'm just going to take it off at a full point because I think that markets are going to catch a bid. So I'm out there for a point. 71.76 to 69.60. Small gain. Better than nothing, I guess. I think I'm still red on the day. Yeah, I'm red on the day slightly, but I think Facebook was the only one that really was a good play today. And TTD right at the open. Oh, freak. Yeah, TTD. I should have kept watching that. Why didn't I put that on my charts over here? That sucks. TTD, definitely play of the day. Play of the morning, at least. Okay. Qualcomm still just sitting down here sideways, doing nothing. What was my average here on Qualcomm? Kind of want to give Qualcomm another shot, but there's no reason to. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can the Qs do it? Can they make it back up over the highs? I am kind of shocked how slow today is so far. TTD, oh man, which I said like 8 times, is at the top of my list. All right, well, I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna hold on to these SPY calls. I think we should make a move up, but if not, it's a cheap call and we'll see. Oh, here comes some buying. But I'm gonna call it there. You guys have a great day. Sorry that today was kind of a boring day. I mean, when there's no trades, there's just no trades. There was one right there. TTD definitely was a trade, but I missed it. So have a great day, stay safe, and I'll talk to you later.